Hello, I'm Revolt808A, and today I will be talking about the Ontario Science Centre being moved and a proposal in um, uh, Ontario Place. And I am just watching my video at the same time. So, Ontario's um, Doug Ford at a press conference announced that Ontario Science Centre might be moved to the Ontario Place. Currently, the government is building a subway line to both uh, Ontario Place and Exhibition Centre. And this is a news release from November 17th, 2022, from the government of Ontario. And it says, there's a quote, public transit is key to improving Canadians' qualities of life, reduces gridlock on our roads, and shortens commute times and improves air quality. In the quick facts, there's a 15-stop Ontario line. It will be 15.6 kilometers from Exhibition/Ontario Place to the Ontario Science Centre. There will be more than 40 transit connections to other subway, bus, streetcar, light rail, transit, and regional rail service, linking communities from east to west. And the quotes confirm that it's in the Science Centre. Um, and Exhibition Place to the Science Centre will be like 30 minutes connected. And then Metrolinx, a government agency involved with building transit systems, says largely the same thing about the transit line. There will be 15 new stations. It'll be 30 minutes compared to 70 minutes on transit today. And then there'll be a lot of relief on existing transit systems. It's a rebranded downtown relief line. And here is a photo of the line. I might have to. Does it show the entire screen? Let me see if it shows. Oh yeah, okay, it does show. Okay. And yeah, as you can see, it'll connect two areas of the of Toronto. There's a sizable area, and then it'll take pressure off the Blue Young line. And what the government is proposing is to build housing on the Ontario Science Centre. So, and that's due to like government underfunding. And apparently the Science Centre is deteriorating. This is a map of the Science Center uh, in terms of like wetlands. Um, the dark blue shaded area is a provincially significant wetland, and the unshaded area is an unevaluated wetland. Now, unevaluated wetlands or wetlands that um, like it can be more easily developed. There's no requirement to evaluate a wetland prior to developing houses if they're unevaluated. So that's problematic when you're building housing. And wetlands are important for cultural reasons. They're important for environmental reasons and health reasons. So, like, the site isn't the greatest to build housing on. And currently there is a large parking lot on the site. So yeah, there was that. Let's see. I think this is a TVO article. This is an opinion piece in TVO called "The Housing Crisis Will Makes It Impossible for Toronto to Dream Big." So there's a lot of memories of the Science Center. I've been to the Science Center a few times. It's very different than other places. And then there's a quote: "No reason to expect that giving up the board in all hands will be worth two in the easy defined bush." So I think that there's no reason to give up the land on the Science Center or move the Science Center to a new location. There would have there's also the risk that Ontario Place will lose even more trees than it already is. Where is the Science Center going to go? It is a huge site. Yeah, two new rapid lines, not just one, two. The crosstown is nearly complete. Candidate Anna Barlow in the Toronto mayoral race proposed building 5,000 homes on the site. And then there's the question. Yeah, when you have transit, you have to have jobs or entertainment for people to go to, as well as places to live. And in addition to that, there's also the risk that there's also the risk. Oh, the government of Ontario's Task Force on Housing has said that land availability is not the cause of the housing crisis. So, will this address the housing crisis? Not really, because land was not the issue. and Ontario's own task force said this. So they're ignoring Ontario's task force on housing by doing this. I do agree that old sites should be repurposed and redeveloped eventually. Um, and there should be an increase in density. Uh, what house? We don't know what types of houses will be built on this property. Um, the government has indicated single family homes a lot. I mentioned in previous videos about urban sprawl. So let's see. So then there's another issue. The Ontario Place is creating a spa. Or the government is creating a spa on Ontario Place. Um, it's controversial because um, those trees being felled. It's a 65,000 square meter, 7-story indoor private wellness center and water park. 12 acres of public parkland, including a new beach, boardwalk, and biking trails. Is that accessible to the public? Um, and then it'll have space for 2,700 vehicles and would defy established city and provincial planning policies that stresses public transportation over private vehicles. And this is in the article with Ontario Place lease details still secret. Spa company says it's open to public input on the plan. So there's a lot to be concerned about with this. And then I think those more articles. Advocates are balking. Oh, there was an article. Toronto's urged to throw out plans for Ontario Place private spa complex. Advocates are balking at Theme's plans for private facility. Releasing valuable public land on the lakefront for a for-profit company. It's $40 for full-day access to its spa facility, which would be housed in Towering Glass World Complex. So not really accessible, financially out of reach for many residents. I think $40 is a lot more than what a lot of people would be willing to pay. And I think that's for individual, if I'm not mistaken. Not even for family. So then there was an article, Ontario Place redevelopment plan features underground parking for more than 2,000 vehicles, felling of around 850 trees. And then those, 2,118 parking spaces, 632 surface parking spaces. So very much cultural, even though they're building 2 subway lines. It doesn't make sense to do that when you're building 2 separate subway lines. A very expensive transit line in partnership with the province and the federal government that's going to end up pretty close there. And then those 40% of Ontario's place total canopy will be lost. So that's huge concern. So that's why a lot of people are upset about that. And yeah, I just wanted to show about Ontario Place. I'll look for. Um, I don't see anyone else here to chat. But if you join later, feel free uh, to chat. So let's see. I'm just looking at news, and then I know I will talk about the greenhouse gases in Ontario soon. There was a public meeting on Ontario Place recently, but yeah, I am going to take a break. I'm going to end the stream, and I'll have hopefully have a new stream soon, and enjoy the rest of your day. And when I move on May 15th, after I move, I'll have more regular scheduled streams. Thank you for listening.